Alright, people. Welcome back to Fallout New Vegas, Part 3. You can see we're outside Chet's store, and we're just gonna wait 12 hours. Not even. Probably even less than 12, 10.
You looking to buy some supplies?
Now we're doing the barter game with Chet, where we're gonna trade items and try to distinguish who has the better amount of value. You know, there's one thing I've been thinking about is the Nuka Star, Nuka Red Star. Hold on, let me do a continuity check. Fallout Nuka Break. Yeah, that was such a fucking vibe. Oh geez, man. I remember when they Wayside Digital. I think they still do. I let me do a check on because they used to make. Hey, this is how you cosplay, or this is the right material to make a lightweight, breathable, and not fucking death wearing heavy like polyester looking shit. Like basically they give you the right material so you can make it look like it was made out of heavy metals, or you can make it look like it was something that like a heavy plastic, or instead of using actual materials that would make a basically a sun heat stroke suit. They let you make a suit that actually lets you breathe, and you're able to do Comic Con events like in Texas or where they usually host them, even though it's always above 90 degrees, and you are a lot likely to get heat stroke if you wear heavy makeup and wear heavy costumes. Man, they really committed to the Fallout New Break series. Oh my god. It
Pleasure doing
is.
business with you.
Nuka Break
Take
is 11 years old. That's weird to think about. I was. Oh my god. Dude, I had no skill or creative. I mean, I had imagination, but I didn't have a creative bone in my body. It's sad to say, but Jesus Christ, man, that stuff inspired me to like want to make stuff.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand
Now we meet
Ringo over
Ringo,
soon, I'm going to get my
or wait,
friends and we're burning
Joe
this
Cobb.
town
I
to the
mean, not
ground.
Ringo.
Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
What the hell is your problem?
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon. Looks like our little... About a week ago, this
Little
traitor,
Ringo
Ringo,
got
comes
us
into town.
into a
Survivor of an
hell
attack,
of
he
trouble.
says. Bad men after him. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him. He's holed up at the...
Finally start the quest. Ghost Town gunfight.
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he has. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
Oh,
You mean
I think I was
murder
going to
him?
mention
That's not our
why I
way,
mentioned
even if
Yuka
Cobb
Break
is
is because the
scum.
first
He can
episode,
bluster and threaten all he
quote
wants.
unquote, takes place in Good Springs. I'm not sure if they actually went to the real life town of Good Springs because they got a close enough building that
Not
looks
much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders
just
who
enough
expected
like
a few
Chet's
rounds on the
store.
house. I was able to get
Like they
their
don't
pay
ever
up,
go
though.
inside the building
Of
because
course,
that
one of
would
the great
probably they
cons
would have
did knock
to
my radio to the
pay
floor
fees or they would have
by
had to talk to
accident.
the shop
It
owner.
hasn't
But
been
they
working since.
filmed it outside of it and did a scene
They
where
Sounded like
characters
they
walk
came in
out
from
of
the
the
north in
store
Quarry Junction. If that's the
and
case,
then they leave
I
to
can't
a
say I
town
blame them
that's
for
like
not wanting to go back.
supposedly.
That whole area.
That's the thing. They just kind
Merchants
of like
avoid that
go
whole
off on
stretch
their
of
own little adventure. They keep it. They do what every good fan fiction does.
I
It
didn't hear
starts off
exactly,
in a
Fella
real
wants to get there and avoid the
canon
15. He'd have to go east. Take
canon
Highway 93 up.
scene. Starts off in a canon
Sure.
town or somewhere in the realms of, yeah, this is actually what would happen in the show, and then it goes off into its own little fan fiction direction.
If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Good Springs. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there.
I've always wanted to do a playthrough where I've helped the powder gangers, but I've never liked what they
There's
do at
always
the
something-
end of the game, so I never actually go through with it. But I've always wondered, how fun is a powder ganger playthrough where you like just destroy half of the beginning section of the game? Like they show up to areas up to level. I mean, you could go to the vaults at like, I don't know. I'm not sure what the level areas are you're supposed to go in the game because you can go generally just anywhere, and as long as you don't try
I know
to
that
fight
thing
legendary
as much as
creatures or
anyone else
anything
around
too
here.
out of the
It mostly
realm
keeps
of
to itself, which
your
is...
wheelhouse or fighting realm,
It was
you
here
can
when I
generally
took
get
over the
away with like
saloon
taking
7
out
years
things
ago.
that are a few levels
Some
ahead of
people
you.
have said its
But
owner lived here, but no one knows who it was. Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before.
oh boy, yeah, Victor, he's a
It acts friendly enough,
mixed
but I
bag
don't
of
trust that whole
things.
cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy. Feeling thirsty? Yeah, I heard it turn right back on after you got done tinkering with it. Here's some caps for the work. You're welcome. Howdy.
Yep. We are trying our best to get the town of Good Springs to help Ringo, but we're gonna need to level up, or at least get the skills required to convince people, hey, Ringo's a cool guy, let's help him. So we're gonna run off to not the bad side of the starting area, but you go any farther north or east, you're gonna run into scorpions or cazadors or worse. Don't pay attention to that. I love doggies. Oh god. I just learned about a game called Remember the Alamo. And it sounded like a fun tee-hee, oh, this is a joke, this is funny at first, and then the 18-minute sermon at the end where the man starts preaching about how gays are the devil and fucking Muslims need to fucking die and all the fucking weird talking points of like, oh, this guy's a fucking nut job and you don't want anything to do with him. Like, yeah, it's funny to laugh at Alex Jones, but when you start actually trying to preach shit in Alex Jones' tone, that's when I kind of lose interest and just go, no, I'm good, bro. Fucking 18-minute sermon at the end where Betty, the talking AR, sings Amazing Grace. I'm not even joking, people. If I had any footage, I'd show you, but I don't want to randomly record people's shit because that's kind of mean. It's just stealing from them when they should get the... Unless it's a third... Unless it's an upload of an upload of an upload. Like, someone clipped fucking clip of animation and it's not theirs and it's obviously not theirs and they just, like, are trying to profit off of that, then I don't have any quarrels about recording that and using it as a joke, but I'm not going to go on to Harry Partridge's YouTube channel and record the prom is tomorrow joke from him. That is cruel. That is his animation. But if it's some random fuckers just like doing whatever, it's like, I have less qualms about it, because it's just, I mean, I'm stealing from a Harry Partridge, which is a very crass thing to say, but, I mean, I just wanted a 5-second clip of the funny joke face, you know, I'm not trying to make money off of it. If I had any chance of making money, I wouldn't use anybody's. I'd make it all 100% original content all the way, but I think we all know we're just doing this for fun. We're not making big buckaroos anytime soon, and if I even make a small fraction of money off of this, then I'll consider, I don't know, I don't even want to say that because I don't think I'll ever make money off of YouTube, because there's no way I could accumulate the social skills and the people's skills to keep an audience's attention in such a way that they would be back consistently for the same thing. You know, if I found the gimmick and the right thing, I'd definitely do it, man. I'd fucking go all in and try to fucking be the big boss, and I don't know. I don't see a YouTube trend that I can personally profit off of, and I don't see a good reason to try to do that. Unless there's something that involves me just kind of doing my own thing and it somehow catches traction. Like, the most views I've gotten is a YouTube short, and you need millions of views just to even think about making those, you know, monetizing a short. You need millions of views instead of thousands, you know, for the old way where you could get monetization if you got 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 watch, I forget the amount, what it used to be, but it's basically quadrupled. It's like 10 times, or I don't even want to say 10, it's like fucking 20 times what it was before. Boy. Forget the golf club. We 9 iron. This place is a nice little. I wouldn't say player home, but you could stock up here and basically come here whenever you want to get away from stuff, or if you wanted to drop a bunch of loot where it won't. It might despawn. There's no containers in here that are really safe per se, other than the med box, but yeah, I don't know. There's not that many places where you can just like dump shit and call it a day. Best place is honestly Lucky 38. Yeah, we're not gonna fuck with the big ol' boy Ride Scorpion. We're gonna meander back to town and fight a coyote. Just draw in the west.
You looking to buy some supplies? Can
Boy. Your phones when you're recording people, you'll accidentally click on something and then you'll get drawn in by the fucking blaring lights and all the pretty sounds. Watched a video about Miley Cyrus telling Sinhead or whatever the fuck, I'm not being pimped out, you're fucking insane. Yep, boy.
Thanks.
Got a salesman weekly in case we need to ever up our speech by a little bit. Yeah. Got a programmer's digest now, so we can hack the mainframe and break out of the fucking matrix. There's a mod called the Leveler's House that uses that house as its the house for the player home, and it's a pretty nice one if you want to test the limits of the Game Bureau engine. But other than that, it's kind of cheaty. Like, you can spawn things, you can level yourself up instantaneously by clicking a button on the wall in the house. It's cool if you want to, like, get a fresh start character and, like, level them up to 15, or the default level for whatever DLC you want to play, and then play the DLC from, like, a fresh start. But other than that, it's kind of cheating and not that fun.
Hi there. Sticking around Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it. If the lock's too much for you to handle, reading through the magazine might give you the edge you need. You'll need those to pick the lock. Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with the roller coaster straight south. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can. I hunt geckos mostly. The meat's pretty good and I can always find a buyer for the hides. I also help keep the town clear of rat scorpions and coyotes. Not many people live in Good Springs, so wildlife is always creeping in. Sure. Southeast of here is...
Now we know where Prim is. We know where the money is. Now that we got all we need from there, we can head towards the schoolhouse next. Google, show me front door. Yeah. Got fucking distracted looking at my phone game of fucking Walking Dead, whatever. Anyways, I think that's about nearly the end of the episode. Kind of just didn't really say much, but I'll work on the editing and we'll try to figure out some fun stuff we can do over the course of this. Because other than the DLCs, I did download a story mod that takes place. It's not lore friendly, but it's definitely more lore friendly than most mods. I honestly should download the Some Guy series or the bounties or the one of the better story mods. I just downloaded one that I personally think just makes the game not better, but it just kind of gives you passive income and it makes I don't know. We'll lightly go over some of the key things about the mod, but honestly, we're gonna probably a lot of it's probably gonna be off camera or me just kind of making sure that what I can show you is actually safe before we go in there, because I downloaded the Safe for Work, or there is no Safe for Work version of that mod, but we downloaded the one that has no Bob and Vagine versions and that kind of shit, but we'll see what happens. It's Fallout New Vegas, baby. Of course, there's gonna be some adult themes. I think what really distracted me was I was looking at the PvP report. Some fucker was just attacking my town over and over and over. Let me count how many times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they sat there at the middle of the night and attacked me over and fucking over again. Yeah, they're a whole big level ahead of me. Goddamn, they made sure I knew I was inferior. Anyways, I think that's enough for me. We'll try to get the Fallout New Vegas out a little quicker. I might record the next episode and just get that over with now, or after I eat. I'm gonna go eat. Actually, that sounds a lot better. I'm gonna go eat first, and then we'll work on the Fallout, the next part of Fallout, while this processes, and we try to get this all loaded up before then. Anyways, you all have a nice one. You take care. You beautiful people. You stay safe. And I love you, as Mr. New Vegas would say. Goodbye. I said goodbye, goddammit.